Hello, this is Steve Malone with CompassFX. I hope you're doing well today and you're getting some good trades. Today I want to talk a little bit more about keeping it simple, keeping your trading simple. There's this misconception in the market that the more you look at, the more opportunity you'll have to get more pips. Well, in my own personal experience, that couldn't be any further from the truth. As a matter of fact, some of the best traders in my trade room don't look at any more than about 8 currency pairs at a time. What I'm getting at is, if you're looking at a number of currency pairs, trying to find a trade here, there, and everywhere, you'll probably losing focus. And my suggestion is reduce down the number of pairs you're looking at. Today I'm going to show you 3 currency pairs and the relationship of these 3 currency pairs, and you could have made over 100 pips following the dots method and allowing the market to move based upon a fundamental news item in the marketplace. Okay, so on the chart I've got the euro dollar and the dollar Swiss. Now if you're not familiar with this, there's commonality in pairs, and these 2 pairs have great commonality. As a matter of fact, it's an inverse correlation. One goes one direction, one goes the other direction, and it's been doing this for years. So you can see that the euro dollar made a strong move up. At the same time, the dollar Swiss made a strong move down. That is typical of the euro dollar and the dollar Swiss. Now, what stirred all of this? Well, what happened overnight was a fundamental news item called the ZEW Economic Report. Now, this gives an overall business confidence and economic sentiment about the country of Germany and the Eurozone as a whole. Well, it came out much better than expected. As a matter of fact, as of late, with the European Central Bank being a bit dovish, we've seen the euro drop down. Some sentiment in the marketplace was the fact that we'd probably see this report a little bit light. Well, it actually was much better than expected. Now, having known that, having an understanding of the euro dollar, having a background, having some experience when the ZEW Economic Report comes out, you might have been right on this pair knowing what was going to take place when that report came out. What I'm getting at is, if you have a good understanding of the euro dollar or some good experience trading the euro dollar, knowing about this report coming out, knowing that that report is so much better than expected, that it's going to drive the euro up, regardless of the ECB's current dovish stance. And that's what took place. If you put the dots on your chart, as I have here, knowing the buy entry right at the start of the European session, having the buy entry in place, knowing the buy target number 1, the buy target number 2. Look what took place. You could literally have had a limit entry order sitting here, a buy stop sitting right there at the start of the session. As soon as the market hit that limit order, that buy stop, the market literally shot up when that report came out, right to the buy target number 2 level. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this happen over and over and over again using the dots. Again, the dots are simply based upon what price has been doing and what the market's doing with that currency pair, either the market is expanding or contracting, and what price has been doing, cycling up and down over a period of time, and it marks these levels at the start of each trading session. Start of European session, we got this strong move to the upside, and it went right to it. There's 44 pips right there. As I said, the dollar Swiss goes opposite the euro dollar. So when the euro dollar was making its push to the upside based upon that fundamental news, look what the dollar Swiss did. It made an immediate drop down. If you had a sell stop down here at the sell entry level, it immediately went down. As a matter of fact, went below the sell target number 2 level. So in this case right here, 44 pips in the euro dollar, 32 pips in the dollar Swiss, there's 76 pips. So you don't have to be looking at a lot of currency pairs. Reduce down the number of pairs you look at and focus your attention on the setups, on any fundamental news, or anything else that might drive the market based upon the conditions related to that currency pair. I strongly recommend that you keep your eye on the euro dollar and the dollar Swiss. This is a great, I call a 2-for-1. Now then, I'm going to add one more currency pair to this, because I'm going to talk now about when you have a strong European fundamental news item come out that's going to drive the euro. It's going to drive some of the euro crosses. And one of the best euro crosses to watch is the euro yen. The euro yen and the euro dollar, here's the euro yen, they move in the same direction based upon a strong fundamental European news item. Look at this. This guy blew the doors off. He had literally blasted, when that zoo economic report came out, it blasted above the buy target number 2 level. And again, at the start of the European session, if you had a buy stop right there, 145.70, you had your targets, it blew right past it. As a matter of fact, today the euro dollar went up to 146.69. That's a multi-year high going back to 2008. The potential would have been that if you had stacked the dots levels, as I've talked about before, there was a potential here. If you just took that another 35 pips up, that'd be possibly 70 pips. But think about this. 35 pips in the euro yen, 32 pips in the dollar Swiss, and 44 pips in the euro dollar. There's 111 pips right there. Over 100 pips today, just focusing your attention on setups, on pairs that you understand related to a fundamental news item in the marketplace. Now, every day is not like this, and my suggestion is find 4 to 8 currency pairs that you really understand and focus your attention. Look for setups. Look for breaking the previous day's high or breaking the previous day low and making a push beyond that. Look for retracements, a 50% retracement or 618 retracement. Look for those setups that would suggest a move in a direction like double tops or double bottoms. It's easy to do. Some days are better than other days, but if you focus your attention on just a few pairs, you might find yourself actually doing better in your trading and having less exposure and less risk when you trade. So again, the concept here is keeping it simple, and my suggestion is less is more. Focus your attention on fewer currency pairs, hone your skills on certain setups that you understand that feel good or resonate with you, and look for those setups over and over again on those pairs that you understand. Well, hopefully some of this information will help you in your trading. If you want to learn more about the DOTS indicator, go to www.compassfx.com/dots. And by the way, I've had a number of people ask me about my trade room. If you'd like to see what my trade room's about and like to get a 30-day free pass to my trade room, simply send an email to support@compassfx.com and we'll send you a guest pass so you can join the trade room. Remember, keep it simple. Y'all make it a great day. Get some good trades. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.